Hello YouTubers! Sorry about the noise from the furnace there, but it's a little chilly in here. I'm going to get into something a little different. I got a double boiler here heating up on the stove. This sets down in it. I got a big cake of beeswax. I'm going to melt it down. I want something that I can put on my blacksmithing projects and my anvil and vices and everything out there outside that kind of gets a little rusty from the humidity and the moisture in the air and all that stuff. I want something I can put on it to coat it and keep it from rusting. I did a search on the internet and on YouTube, and boy, that is a little bit of a guessing game there. It's beeswax and it's going to be boiled linseed oil, and I wanted to know what percentages of each, and it all depends on how soft you want it. Beeswax is pretty solid. I'm going to start out mixing it 50-50. I'm going to try to get a half pint jar of beeswax, poured into this paint can. It was a new paint can, and then put the same amount of the linseed oil in it. Then I'll put it back in the double boiler here and get it stirred till it's all mixed up real good. I've got a paint stick back here, and debating on maybe pouring it in this glass jar, but I think glass jars, me and steel, won't get along, so I think I'll just leave it in the paint can. See how hard it is. I'm looking for something about like Johnson's paste wax or something like that. Maybe just a little softer than that. I don't know. So that I could take a rag and then just wipe it on. We'll see. Let's get this in the double boiler. It's getting pretty warm. Yeah, I hear it boiling. So when it's melted, I'll get back with you so that you can watch me make a big mess here on my countertop that I put papers on. Be right back. Okay, here we go. It's all melted down. I noticed there was a whole bunch of solid trash, bee trash in it, so I'm going to pour it through a little strainer. And I put my pint jar in the oven to heat it up so the beeswax wouldn't solidify as soon as it hits the jar. So I'm going to take the jar out, set it here, pour it through the strainer, pour it in my quart paint can, and then add a half pint of boiled linseed oil to it. Put the can back in here until it gets mixed up real good, and then take it out. That jar is hard to grab with this. Let's see the mess. There's the mess. This is going to be fun. beeswax is a big clump down in the bottom. Mix it up a little bit. Let that warm up some. See if I can save any of this stuff and get it back in that mix. Nice and clean looking. If this is the right consistency, which I'm thinking is going to be a little hard yet, according to what I saw on YouTube, I'll mix up a little bit more, or remelt that down, and then add more linseed oil than I do beeswax to the next batch. Okay, here's the result. It's about half full. I have a quart jar here, and I've mixed up about a pint. It's not too bad. It's a little bit stiffer than I want. A little bit more solid. So I think what I'm going to do is this week I'll run over to Menards and see if I can find something with a larger opening so I can get my hand down in it easier. Mix up some more, and instead of 50-50, make it about what would that, about 1/3 beeswax and 2/3, maybe 2/3 linseed oil. See if that thins it up a little bit. And put it in a jar that I can get my hand in to get a rag in there and get it and wipe it on the metal stuff that I'm working on. And then have a screw on lid or something, because this will work, but I got to get one of these keys to, I don't know if you can see that, one of these keys to open it up. So that's the plan. I'm done in the shop today. I'm pretty tired out. I had another big project going on at the same time as this. So I'm going to clean up my hands and go in the house. Thanks for watching.